when we have these goals and we have these things that we're dreaming of, right? Do you think somebody should wait till next year to come up to start actually they're doing their goals, or should they start now, or do they coast for the holiday season? How they take it?
Well, I put it this way. If you're not doing it now, somebody is, right? If you're not putting in the hours right now, and if you're thinking about putting it off, the opportunity may not be there. The market may be cooled off. Something may happen where it's just not it's not going to be exact same where the position you thought it was going to be. Things move that fucking fast.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm that type of person where it's like, hey, I'm going to do something. I'm going to wait till Monday. But like, today's Wednesday, man. You're going to let all those days where you cannot potentially get the momentum. Like, I'm that type of person where it's like, hey, I started at midnight. Well, then at 6 a.m. tomorrow, we start a regular schedule and this is implemented to our schedule. Why? Because time is of the essence, man. I think I learned that from the military the most is like, man, time is of the essence. And the quicker I can add this into my routine, my schedule, the more I can just dominate faster, right? What I could do in 4 days versus waiting till that 4 days, I might forget. Shit, I might actually just start talking to myself and telling myself it's not a good idea anymore.
Yeah, on top of that, man, somebody else may be thinking of the same shit. Somebody else at the same time may be thinking of the exact same thing you are, but they're just a little bit faster than you are, a little bit more ambitious, and you cannot nobody for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how many times have people sit there and say, I thought of that shit, or like, I had an idea close to that, and it's like, that motherfucker sold stuff. He sold his house. He sold his car. He did, that lady, she went out and did this and that. She went and moved back into her parents to save money so she could do this. I mean, we hear those stories all the time, and I don't think we're that unique like we think we are.
No, we're not, man. And I just think that if people would humble themselves just a little bit, right? It's just slow it down and just look around and what's going on. They'll hit their goals a lot better. And they just looked around. Most of the time, if you just look to the person left or right, if you're not where you are, and 10 times, you are who you hang around. That is a very, very real thing, right? And it's not going to take till you just step away or get to yourself for you to really take off.
Yeah. I mean, even with our little group, man, that we have going on, stuff like that, this is like, the second year where I feel like, man, fuck, I got to like do something more. And if you talk to certain people, they might be like, hey, you're doing a lot, but because of you, I'm doing a lot. But if I talk to some other people, they're just like, okay, like, yeah, what else are you supposed to be doing?
Yeah, 100%, and I love that group, and it's really, the little group that we have, it gets you like nice and pumped up, just, and it's like we don't want anything from nobody. Nobody's trying to sell anything. It's just information going out there, hey, bits and pieces. You can use it. You don't have to respond, but people are working, and if people don't respond, they're definitely working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.